you guys are enjoying the Fight Back for Mental Health 24-hour charity stream marathon, raising much needed money for mental health. And when we're going to have a sit-down conversation, there was someone that I had on my radar straight away, the wonderful WannabeNPC. She is streamer, YouTuber, content creator, writer, and a mental health advocate. She's an absolute star. She's even got 3 of her own writings up there about self-love and self-care, and does her own charity work on as well. So perfect candidate. Wannabe, hey.
Hello, thank you for that lovely intro. I'm so honored to be a part of this amazing project that you're doing. So thank you again for asking me to be on here.
No problems. I'm just more amazed that I memorized all the stuff that you do, because you do a lot of things. Like, you don't just do one thing. So
as you were talking, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I did that.
But yeah, I mean, first of all, like, when you go to mental health, I mean, your streams are always good vibes only, and you know, you're always open about that stuff. What made you turn to writing, like, actual, like, workbooks for helping people that do struggle?
Oh, that's a good question. I think because I'm someone who always needs to write things down, in terms of there's so many things that are floating through my head throughout the day, every day, and journaling is a really big part of my life. I journal almost daily, and try to just put out any tasks that I have on my day, but also it's a way for me to really process what I'm feeling. And I noticed that journaling is a way for me to do that. So, like, one of my workbooks is on healing through breakups, and I felt like an urge to do that because I think there were just a lot of people around me in my life and in the work that I do that were going through a lot of relationship concerns, and I processed my own feelings by writing that workbook. So while I created it to help other people, it was actually super helpful for me to write it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, with the relationship breakup stuff as well, I mean, that can sometimes be the start of whole underlying issues that string from that as well. So although you might not say breakups is necessarily mental health, however, it can lead to a whole list of problems.
Oh, absolutely, because there's so much that goes into a relationship. Like, when you're with somebody, you are holding onto all of their stuff. So it's like your stuff plus their stuff, you're holding it all in, and you're working together through that. And then when there isn't the right communication, or something just goes terribly wrong, you know, we all need support through that and need to process that, you know?
Yeah, of course. I mean, as far as mental health is concerned for you, have you ever had any main issues where you've gone, you know what, I need to seek help? And have you found it easy to seek help yourself?
Yeah, so I struggle with persistent depressive disorder myself. And so there are many different layers or forms of depression. And in persistent depressive disorder, it's a chronic form of depression that is usually seen as a lower grade kind of depression, usually not as seen as severe, but it's something I've struggled with every single day of my life since I was a kid. And I don't know why. You know, I'm very blessed, very privileged, but it's just something that I deal with. And I did not seek help for a long time because I felt like my issues were not big enough. And it was actually my last breakup where I said, I'm gonna go to therapy and I'm gonna get some help. And it was not easy for me to do. I wanted to stop pretty much immediately. I didn't really want to even give my therapist a chance. But now I absolutely adore the crap out of her.
Yeah.
So I think it's gotten easier for me to ask for help as time goes on, and the more I do it, the more I challenge myself to do it.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the problem, is that some people struggle to admit they are struggling, if that makes any sense. It's always that first hurdle of admitting it and coming to terms with it. we sometimes know that we have it. It's getting it out, I guess, is the thing that people struggle with. Would you have any suggestions on how people can make that initial step, that initial first step, and what you did that could maybe help others?
I think that talking to one safe person in your life. And when I say safe, I mean someone that you feel like is not going to judge you and is really going to be there for you in the sense of helping you be a better you and helping you be more honest about what you're going through. And when I decided to finally seek out therapy, I was talking to close friends and close family that I knew would not be judging me as I was talking about what I was experiencing, but I also knew that they might not be able to take everything on that I'm feeling. Yeah. So with their guidance, they kind of encouraged me to go get that help that I needed. So my advice to people is get that one safe person if you can find them, and that person might be online. You know, I have so many friendships that have developed online that I feel like I can really trust and feel connected to, because not everybody has that person in real life.
And that's the crazy thing, because we're talking now, you're in America, I'm in Australia. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for the wonderful world of Twitch and streaming platforms, these relationships wouldn't exist.
Absolutely. And when we talk about personal stuff, you know, it's a real friendship.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, the online world is great. I mean, if it wasn't for the online world, I wouldn't even be doing this charity stream. And it's because of the relationships of people I've made with all around the world that come together for one cause. It's crazy to think.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's beautiful. You know, it shows like so much for you to be able to create a safe space for people to come in and join in these amazing charity projects and just talk about real life issues.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And that's the crazy thing, is that everyone you have no idea what people are going through sometimes. You know what I mean? And you know, I might just throw up a stream, and you know, I remember one stream specifically, it was just, I had a special guest of a fly that was just buzzing around that became part of the stream, and I made someone's day by just continuously trying to kill this fly who kept annoying me, and they said it was the funniest thing ever, and they loved it, and it cheered them up. And I was like, I had no idea someone was even having a bad day, and just by me getting bugged by a fly made everything great. And I was just like, oh, at least you're having fun. Like I wasn't.
With this fly, but you're having a good time.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, you never know when someone could be having a bad day, and that's the craziest thing about it, is you just don't know. You have no idea what's going on.
No idea.
No.
Yeah. But you can change somebody's life and have absolutely no clue that you did it.
I know. It's a wonderful world, isn't it, really? Like, a lot of the technology we have these days to be able to do this, and even though in the grand scheme of things, you know, we're goldfish in a massive ocean, we still have a platform to do good with.
Yeah. That's my favorite part of creating content.
Yeah. I mean, your Friday specials, I mean, I see them pop up on YouTube. and
yeah, those are new.
Yeah, I mean, what made you do those?
You know, anytime somebody asks me what made you do something, I go blank. I'm like, I don't know why I decided to do this. I think I wanted a way to talk more about mental health stuff and streaming stuff, but I didn't want to make like a typical podcast because I didn't feel like that would be me at this time.
Yeah.
So I decided to make my own small version of a podcast, but through YouTube while fishing in a game, and I made it Fun Fishing Fridays. And so we have a topic every week where we just talk about different things. I get suggestions from the community. I post on Twitter or in my Discord and say, what do you want me to talk about this week? What would you want to talk about? You know?
Yeah. And I watch them every week. They're your YouTube videos I do watch.
Thank you.
That's alright, no problem.
Appreciate it.
What I'll do is we'll wrap it up. We'll get back to the stream. However, read the chat now because I'll give a shout to WannabeNPC and you can check out all her content. She's an absolute... within our community, she's just the kindest human being. I think we all know her and we all get absolutely... Like, she comes into the stream and you're like, Wannabe! Like, it's just so excited to see it because she is just a kind and genuine person. So make sure you check out all her content. And thank you so much for sitting down and having a conversation about mental health and being part of the stream. You've been an absolute gem with your little insights and I can't be more thankful for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jason. And I'm so glad to be a part of this. You're doing amazing work.
Thank you very much. Alright guys, back to the stream.